I came out of school some 25 years ago because I started out very young with a child.
I lost my job and I found that it was virtually impossible to even get your foot in the door without a high school diploma or GED.
I was 17 years old. I came here to help my parents economically. But when I came to this country, I knew that I wanted to be more than a babysitter or a restaurant worker.
There really are three types of learners, and I think this is one of the things that makes adult education unique. Adults that are disconnected from their education. They didn't finish high school, dropped out of school, or they may be older adults who also left school before they completed and now want to come back. Then you also have adults that maybe already had some education, but they want to upgrade their skills for different reasons. And then you have immigrants, essentially, who want to learn English. And there could be newcomers or people, immigrants that have been here for a while. Their English language skills are not very good.
I start from nothing and now I'm talking to you in English. So I would like to help the community to speak Spanish and English.
We are known for education. A lot of education is about preparing you for employment, and there is a large segment of the workforce who is unemployed or underemployed because they lack basic literacy. So given AIR's focus and the things we do, it has and will continue to be an area that we emphasize.
What's important about adult education to me is the fact that adult learners in not only in the District of Columbia but in other parts of the nation are often forgotten about. There's a great emphasis on children and infants and toddlers, but not enough emphasis on helping adults to acquire the knowledge and skills necessary to help their children to be successful.
The top two reasons that adults come to us, they want a better job, and there's an economic reason for coming, and they can't help their children with their homework anymore. And that's usually sort of that motivating factor. Once the child brings home homework that they can't assist them with, it's time to go ahead and get that high school credential.
I would say that my grandchildren encouraged me. They motivated me a lot, and they don't even know it, but they did. Because a lot of times I would see them doing their homework and things, and I would be like, Grandma doesn't even know. I can't even imagine what that is.
I want to learn something, and I want to do something with my life, and I want to be my son and my family to be proud of me.
I was afraid to speak like I am doing now, but even I make mistake now, I am not afraid to speak English because in Carlos Rosario they teach me how to speak and how to be comfortable in reading, writing, everything.
We have really a three-pronged approach. We start with foundational skills, English literacy, high school diploma, technology literacy. We also have career certification training. So we have a culinary arts training program, our IT certification training program, and our newest is our nurse aide certification training program.
I joined the culinary program and I actually enjoyed every minute of it. It showed me how much more work is involved in the culinary field than what people think of. It's not just putting food on a plate and serving it.
I want to learn pastry chef. I want to improve my knowledge in culinary, and I want to have my small business, my own business.
Adult education program providers are committed to helping those individuals to be successful in those workforce development programs so that they can, one day go to college, get an associate's degree, a master's degree, if they so desire, and improve the quality of life for themselves and their children.
Many times adults have had to drop out of school because they've had to contribute to the household financially, so they needed to work, or they didn't have support systems in place where they were dealing with a lot of sort of social issues. It's very rare that it's an individual who decided, oh, school wasn't for me, and I decided to goof off.
I've had some amazing teacher moments. Last semester I had a student who, when I asked her about her goals, she said she wanted to improve her reading. And she said she's at home now, she's reading for herself, she's also reading with her children, and she said she now turns off the TV, and instead of watching TV, she reads her book. Well, that's a moment that every teacher cherishes. And then from a more practical standpoint, I had a student a semester ago who had just come back from a job interview, and she said, they asked me all of the questions that you asked us in class. So everything that we had practiced in class, those are the kind of questions they asked me in the interview, and I got the job.
After 3 months, I believe, I started understanding what people were saying on the bus, and it was so exciting to be able to communicate in this country.
I love working with this community because they are really exhibiting the American dream at work. They're achieving the American dream. They're here to see what their potential is and to achieve it. And I see that every day here at our school.
I want to improve myself to take some computer classes, so that will help me in the future, so I can have a better job.
You have to have a heart for people. It's a calling. Not everyone can be an adult educator.
It has just been an absolute dream job for me. I can't believe I'm working at one of the best adult education schools anywhere in the world, and I have a job that I love getting up in the morning to go to. And no matter how I feel when I walk into that classroom and I see those students, everything else just fades away.
Maybe in the future, after work a little bit, get more experience, maybe open a little business to repair computers.
Just get out there and do what you have to do. Find schools like this that actually are willing to help you further your education. Make sure you have what you need to complete the GED and go on further with your life. They're here to help you.
Adult learners really are committed to their education. Sometimes life doesn't permit it to happen in the way that they wanted it to.
I didn't choose the life that was dealt to me. Things happen, but what I did was make bad choices, but I make different choices today.
Working with adults is just a very special experience because they get it. They've already gone through the experience. They know the value of an education. They've gone through, I got some tough experiences and have said, and they're able to share that not only with the young people who come through our program, but the learning, teaching and learning with adults, we're all learning in that classroom.
I'll be 58 in July. And at this point in time, I've never felt more encouraged and never felt more geeked about learning. Learning is a thrill. I mean, learning is that's one of the most pleasurable things in my life right now. Getting good grades, talking to professors. Not to say I'm doing it, but because I am doing it.